What's up, guys? FN487 and welcome to Watching for the Plot. Subscribe for more content coming your way. This one's kind of complicated to explain how interwoven the plot is one another. It's very interlaced and it's a lot of things going on there, a lot of moving pieces. So I'm gonna try to keep it as simple as possible for you coomers out there. Show called Angel Blade, right? It's in an apocalyptic setting where there's only 96 cities or so that remain on the entirety of the globe, and they all have to live above the clouds because below them are just ransacked and desolate land. Basically it's the North Star type. Borderline nuked. Everywhere is nuked essentially. And in these 96 cities, they're all kind of ruled over, not necessarily flat out ruled, but underground ruled over by the Phantom Lord Queen and her clone named Nail. Now, these two people are looking to spread their reproductive juices across the world to give their monsters more power to impregnate women, to have more minions to fight with them to rule the world even more. Very confusing, I know, but basically world domination via insemination via monsters. That's essentially the plan there. Their whole plan is starting to come to a halt because of one individual, Angel Blade. And Nail and the Phantom Queen have to hunt down Angel Blade in order to keep their plot of ruling the world via insemination going. And here we are at a college campus, which I cannot name, / present day. Now, Nail, again being the clone, is really in with this specific college. I don't know how she got into this specific college. Maybe it's because the headmaster is really evil and maniacal as fuck and running through all the students. Actually, that's probably the reason why. But Nail hunting down Angel Blade and the headmaster being such a coomer, it kind of common goals, right? They want to impregnate as many people as they possibly can. That's their common goals there. And because of that, Nail is able to basically set a base in the school and hunt down for girls who could potentially be Angel Blade or potentially be incubators for the next monster hybrid goblin to be stronger, fight for the next army so they can rule the world. And while they're hunting for that, they also had to hunt Angel Blade. Now, Angel Blade attacked another monster again today, and so Nail's like, God damn it, I gotta find Angel Blade. Phantom Queen's gonna kill me. And then she's like, what if I hunt down someone who fits the exact body type as Angel Blade and go at it accordingly? And she ends up finding Siryu, the student council body president. Now, of course, it's always the student council president who's perfect, who's smart, strong, who's athletic, all the stereotypes of anime whatsoever. But this one actually subverts your expectations because, surprise, surprise, Siryu is not the main character. The main character is the one spying on Siryu because she wants to be as strong as her. That's right. The main character here is this small little brat called Moena. Or should I point this way? Yeah, that's the main character. Now, you're probably asking yourself, hey, I just saw Angel Blade. Because I know you fucking watch the show, obviously. You wouldn't come here and not watch the show, would you? Obviously. Come on, don't fucking do that. And she didn't look like that. Well, that's because Moena, while she uses Angel Blade, she basically transforms into a stand of herself to fight crime, essentially. And that stand is her mother. Now, how did her mother's body become her stand to fight crime? Well, because her father is wanted for being a part of the angel system meant to fight Phantom Queen's stupid goblins from ruling the world, and her mother was very in sync with that. Now, of course, when the child was given birth to, they had to make a tough decision. They either had to keep fighting crime with a vulnerable child at their hands, or sacrifice the mother's life by implanting her genetic code and her energy into the daughter, so whenever the daughter is endangered, she gets to become basically a stronger version of both the mother and the potential of Moena itself. Very convoluted, I know. It's a roundabout way of saying they're so paranoid of their daughter dying that they'd rather kill themselves. So yeah, that's basically why Moena is the main character and Siryu is not. Siryu just is some average looking girl who happens to be the student body president, who's also 5'10", who's also perfect, who also witnessed Angel Blade when Nail tried to trick her and capture her herself. Now, when she witnessed Angel Blade, she thought the LARPy cop named Ayame, who would, in her off time, from being a cop, mind you, fight crime and kill monsters. You know how weird this is? This is so fucking weird because imagine if there was a firefighter who, on his off time, fought fire. Bitch, just pick up an extra shift. What are you doing? You don't have to spend more money on a convoluted suit to fight fire or fight crime when you are the job that you're trying to pretend to be. It's insane. And when the LARPer couldn't meet up to Nail's full power, because look at Nail. Nail was able to do this with her penis, right? She's able to light up an entire church. So clearly, being a LARPer, live action role player who isn't about that shit, Ayame got beat. And she got beat hard in every sense of the word. When Moena came to save the day and Nail left, and Moena transformed back to her original state because she's not able to hold this high power ability for too long. It's not a stable form she's able to have. All Siri remembers is seeing Ayame beat the shit on the floor, Moena beat the shit on the floor, and she's like, oh wow, thanks Ayame. Even though she saw her get like 40 times over. Kind of crazy. And after that, Ayame is in the hospital, and Siri was like, I'm gonna meet Angel Blade. And so she walks to meet Ayame, who she thinks is Angel Blade, and lo and behold, Nail's minions were planted in that hospital to try to catch the real Angel Blade, because they know that Ayame was LARPing. She wasn't the real one because she couldn't fight. And come to find out that Ayame wasn't even there herself in the hospital. It was a double debate. And Emily, Ayame's cop buddy, was there to say, surprise, I got you guys. Ha 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 ha. You thought you were going to kidnap and violate the real Angel Blade, but trick's on you. We knew that plan was coming. We're here to kill you and kidnap you and arrest you. But Nail's minions are literally like 2 steps below her power, which is like 20,000 times stronger than an average human being. So clearly, Emily and Siri got put up again, and they got rotisserie chicken yet again. And right when she was about to get, eviscerated, Moena hears that cry and goes, ah! And basically becomes Super Saiyan version of herself, rushes through, saves Siri yet again, and basically makes the 2 of the minions leave because they weren't strong enough, or they weren't expecting that much of a fight from Moena. Now, how did Moena get strong enough to fight 2 at a time? Well, another plot armor device here. Obviously, she, at the climax of about to get killed with the dick bending again, her mother comes out and shields her from a massive dick Kamehameha, right? And at this point, I'm gonna find out that she has a Super Saiyan 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 when adrenaline is pumping at high pace, high velocity. She's able to just go, ah! She's very, very clutch. And during this clutch moment, she just bing, bang, boom, fights them out, and they dip, they scatter. Because this anime, they don't finish indie fights at all, which is kind of weird. And while she's fighting, something called an Angel Ender, which is, I think, the prototype, which is her mom, that came out to help fight with her, or one of Kyoke's buddies who knew about Moena. It's just very confusing as to who the Angel Ender is, because they don't really fully describe that. I think Angel Ender is another person who helped Moena fight while she was going Super Saiyan 3. And when that fight ended, that was the end of that fight. That was end of Moena's arc, essentially, right? That's all we know about Moena. She comes save the day, and she walks up happily ever after. However, Nail and her father and the Phantom Queen, I am missing out those in the loop because here's why. Okay, while all that fighting was happening, all of it, Moena's father and Kyoko, the aunt, are like, fuck it, dude, we need to make a stronger suit for Moena because she is the prophecy. However, she needs some backup, essentially. To ensure that backup, the father's like, fuck it, we're inserting you into the angel system, Kyoka. Hopefully you can do what her mother did and become stronger for her. I think they're making another angel-esque suit to fight against Phantom Lord Queen. However, obviously the plan didn't come to fruition. Karen, one of another yet of Phantom Queen's minions, came by, swooped in, stopped all that shit, kidnapped Kyoka, brought her to the Phantom Queen, and now here we are with Moena, who's starting to grow into her powers, Ayame the LARPy cop, and Siryu getting violated yet again, and basically Moena's father out of commission as well. Now the final episode, this isn't the final episode, the final episode essentially goes, the headmaster needs more power to violate Siryu to bait Angel Blade to come out yet again to gather more intel on her. And when the headmaster drinks Nail's piss to become stronger, he kidnaps Siryu, starts to violate her, and at the peak of the violation, Moena comes in to save her again. Moena does it, gains another power-up. Jesus Christ, the plot armor Moena has is borderline equivalent to JoJo's and Dragon Ball Z combined. It is quite insane. However, it's kind of cool. I'll let it go by. And then right when the headmaster dies, he's like, hey, Nail, please, I know I just lost to 2 girls, fucking steroids, but please, man, can you give me more power? Nail evaporates and dips, goes to report to the Phantom Queen. Come to find out that Nail's minions who lost to Moena, they're fully operational, fully ready to fight again. And now they also have Kyoka, which means they have more intel upon the angel system itself. So therefore, not only do they have the data they gather from fighting Moena again and again and again, they also have Kyoka, who is one of the alpha or beta, I don't know how that works. Kyoka is one of the most pivotal points in the angel system 2.0, right? In order to upgrade Moena's suit, they have to use Kyoka's genetic code or whatever, because she is Moena's mother's direct sibling, to implement it correctly. And without that direct genetic code and the father out of commission, they can't do much with Angel Blade 2.0, and it's within the hands of the villains to do whatever the fuck they want with it. Now, at this point, that's where the series ends, and we see a flash of like Angel Ender looking into the sun for like revealing armor. When I say revealing armor, I mean it only covers her stomach, so that's also why it's kind of cool. So that must mean that either A, that is a different person, or B, Moena's mother's back to life as an Angel Ender. The prototype is what she called herself. But I don't know how to feel about that, right? Because like, if it is a mother, which it should be, because the mother would be the prototype, then how does Moena still have power? Because Moena's ability to transmute the power is through the mother's energy and genetic coding. So with her gone, then Moena's useless. But if that is Moena, and the mother's still within Moena to then activate and curate the power, then who the hell is Angel Ender? And I guess they're going to answer that question in the next series, because there's a part 2 to this, which I may or may not review in quite some time. And that's the end. Now, yes, I know that was convoluted, and yes, I know that was all over the place, and yes, I know it was complex, and blah, blah, blah. But I had fun watching this. I genuinely did. And it reminded me that shonen is kind of pog. My favorite saying, if you ignore all the flaws, plot armor, and plot holes, you got yourself a good show, which is a lot to ignore. Again, I know, but it is worth the watch. Cause like, holy fuck, how everything just co-mingled and coexisted was kind of fire. Yeah, I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but goddamn, that was complicated as fuck. Let me know if you need more like details regarding like what I just said. If you have any questions about this series, just let me know. All right, guys, I don't have an outro, but if I did, wouldn't matter, because no one makes it far into the video. Good night.